What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, and what an international break it has been for Korea. A 2-0 win against USA in their backyard, and, you know, overturning the deficit of a 1-0 going into halftime, 1-0 down to Mexico. Sonny comes on at halftime, changes the game, and then we just let it slip in the last few minutes of the game. But I think all in all, it's been a really positive international break for Korea, for Sonny. And you know what? First game, 10:30 kickoff for us. Second game, 2:30 in the morning kickoff for us. We did watch-longs for both of them. And I think after that game against Mexico, when we were up till literally like 4:30 in the morning, I think we got a taste of what it's like, what Korean fans and what Sonny fans have been going through, like the last 10 years following Sonny and Spurs. And it's
got a new appreciation for the commitment they go through.
Yeah, we really have. It's been unbelievable, the dedication that, you know, Koreans have been going through for the last 10 years following Sonny in England and following Tottenham. And I don't know if I can do that. Every week they've been doing it.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, I felt I was crazy doing it once, and they do it every week. So yeah, fair play.
A lot of respect go out to you guys for the commitment to the cause that you've been showing to Sonny and to Tottenham. But we got a small taste of it over the weekend, and just unbelievable work rate from you guys. But look, we've got to react to social media of all the things going on after the game yesterday. And a really interesting one, because Hyeon-gyu obviously scored the goal yesterday. Brilliant goal. And he did this celebration where he pointed to his knee. I don't know if you noticed, and I don't know if you noticed what it's about, because he failed a medical at Stuttgart only a few weeks ago because of an apparent knee issue. And he's pointing to his knee, and he's did a bit of shithousery after the game as well. So not him, but the Genk, who his club is. So if we bring it up, this Fighting Stripes Football says, no medical, no problem. Genk throws shade at Stuttgart on Instagram after Hyeon-gyu's failed medical. And Hyeon-gyu did look quite healthy last night. He definitely did. I mean, the amount of running that he was doing.
Absolutely. And great goal as well.
Yeah, Genk posted this out saying, O versus medical tests, 1-0. He scored one, assisted one, and left his mark on the game against Mexico.
And fair play, and look, great performance. And look, I don't know what the medical was about or anything, what they saw, what they picked up on, but that's one way to fire back if you think the whole thing is nonsense.
Yeah. And Albert Kim quote retweeted that and says, I wonder if Stuttgart got cold feet on the transfer price and tried to negotiate a lower fee with Genk. Regardless, Hyeon-gyu looked fantastic last night. I've never seen another Korean strike like him. And, I mean, you do have Sonny there, so a bit of a disrespect to Sonny, but I think that finish was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think, to be fair, I know what he's saying about striker, because he was physical, he seems quick as well, and the finish for the equaliser was top notch. So Korea haven't had too many strikers like him down the years, definitely since we started watching them, and he seems to be, hopefully. I know Son's been playing up front as well, but he's like a very good alternative. Just someone with a bit more physicality, a bit more presence. Clearly, you know, the first goal as well, header, which assisted to Son, so he's quite good in the air. And he can run in behind. He's got good pace. So, I mean, he's an exciting player.
Do you think that's what Heung-min was talking about? You know, number 9s and Sonny in the comments that he was making?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, he played a brilliant game. I think it's all, as we've said, like, it all comes down to what kind of game we're playing.
Yeah.
But I think when in these kind of games, especially when Korea were down and need to get back in the game, I think having someone like up front definitely helps.
Yeah. Korean Football News says, after his move to Stuttgart recently collapsed when he failed a medical due to a potential cruciate ligament injury, Hyeon-gyu celebrated his goal against Mexico today by pointing to his knee. So there you go. He scores the goal, runs off, going like this, and then lifting up his short and pointing to his knee. Lovely shithousery.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what happened really with Stuttgart, but there you go. He pretended to be injured. I love that. But it was a great goal, and he was running the whole game as well. I'm surprised, he wasn't taken off earlier with the amount of running he was doing.
Yeah.
And he scored that with 15 minutes to go. I'm surprised he had so much energy left in him. What a goal. Credit to him, it's a fantastic goal.
Yeah, it really was. The next one, this is the moment that really did change the game, didn't it? Because, Korea did have good chances, 2 good chances presented them in the first half. But when Sonny came on at half-time, you just knew there was business to attend to.
And business was attended to.
Yeah.
That's for sure. The quality of Son was what made the difference. He got us back in the game, and you could just see what a difference it makes having someone like him on the pitch.
Dahlia07, this is Sonny taking a picture with 2 kids, both in Spurs shirts, obviously.
Come on.
The support for Spurs, just everything surrounding Korea, is just incredible. I just love it so much.
It's actually crazy. So many Spurs fans now around the world, and a new generation of Spurs fans as well.
Yeah. And Sonny yesterday equalled Hyun-min and Cha Bum-kun's record of appearances for Korea.
Oh, wow, another record. I don't know how many goals he is behind. Is he the all-time scorer? I think he's not yet. But fair play, it just shows the longevity of him as well. And he's going to obviously get a lot more appearances than that.
Yeah. He's going to go down as Korea's biggest legend of all time, for sure. Mari says 3 versus 1. He had to push Son because that was the only way to stop him. That was so true. In this moment, Son gets the ball. It looks like he's about to break forward, and literally 3 Mexico players just charge towards him.
And they didn't even give a foul. You can see Hyun-min on the touchline going crazy. Look, that's the only way. And when Son's running into space, you got to just bring him down. There's no other way of stopping him.
Yeah. Dahlia07 as well, quote retweets Sonny going around the pitch, thanking the fans as he always does, leading the team around the pitch, which was another stadium that was dominated by Korean fans. But he's saying even Mexican fans were waving to Sonny.
Of course, all fans wave to Sonny.
Son of LAFCX says Heung-min Son doesn't stop scoring. 1 goal and assist versus USA, 1 goal versus Mexico. The man is inevitable.
100%, and he can look, and this kind of strike only is pure quality. Only those kind of players. I don't think many players in that career squad, if any, scored that moment. And tight angle, half volley. You have to on his technically weaker foot, although we know Son doesn't have a weaker foot, and just fires it roof for the net. That's just the quality of Son. And credit to O as well, because to win that header and just cushion it into Sonny's path as well was very impressive. And so credit to him. But what a strike! I mean, we had, as you said, Korea had a few chances in that first half, but that was the hardest one of the lot, a half chance, and Sonny just buries it because that's just his quality.
Yeah. This next one is Sonny coming off the team coach, and something I've noticed actually recently in the last week to 10 days or something, he always seems to be having a cup of Starbucks with him. There's always been pictures of him within Starbucks. I've actually got an uncle that works in Starbucks. Actually, Son went into his Starbucks. Does he have some sort of thing going on with Starbucks? Does he have some sort of sponsorship deal with Starbucks that he always has to have a Starbucks cup in his hand?
Can't be seen with Costa.
Makes me want Starbucks.
Can't be seen with Mega Coffee, I think it's called. Has to be Starbucks.
It's mad. Literally every time he gets off a team bus now, he's got a Starbucks in his hand.
Don't know. Maybe he's got a sponsorship.
I want Starbucks. This is after the game. This next one, Sonny gets the team in a huddle, and he's passionately explaining to the team, and it looks like you just can't let it slip when you're 2-1 down, when you're 2-1 up going into the last few minutes.
Yeah, it must be frustrating, 2-1 up and deservedly, in the lead. But it's a frustrating one because the goal they scored was such a great goal. But what led to that goal was definitely could have been defended better, and that's probably what Son is saying.
Yeah, exactly. They did so well up until that moment, didn't they? It's just so frustrating. This next one, this was a chance Sonny had. Well, I say a chance, but it was an effort that Sonny had right in the last knockings of the game, and he looked shocked that he didn't score. But if you score that, that's a complete wonder goal. Yeah,
I know, and it's only Son would consider that a chance, wouldn't he? Great effort, and similar angle to when he scored against USA, so I'm sure he backed himself, but wasn't far off, was he?
Sonny_7 says, they said Son was washed, but his FIFA rating is still higher than any Tottenham player in this year's FIFA.
Yeah, 85. The highest one in Tottenham is 84.
Yeah.
It's a good card. I think shooting should be, I don't know why it's only 84. Should be a lot higher.
Should be 90.
I think to have 84 pace at 33 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And, passing, dribbling, it's all good. I just think shooting should be at least 90, yeah.
Yeah. Next one is just his classic celebration after the goal. Never get tired of seeing that one.
100%.
Look at this next one. This is what Son looked like when he made his debut for Korea. And fast forward to equaling the record of appearance holder. That's Sonny now.
Barely aged.
Well, I mean, usually you see Sonny, you say barely aged, but in this one, there's actually a stark difference.
He looks older when he was
항상
younger.
저희는 생각하고 있기 때문에 뭐 그런 점에서 항상 팀에
Yeah, look at the hair is the big
도움이
difference,
되는
isn't it?
Yeah.
팀에 한
Oh, wow.
So, Albert Kim, what a view on the sidelines from Oh Hyun-gyu's goal against Mexico. This view is incredible of the goal.
Right behind it. Oh, beautiful. It's such a great finish. It is such a great finish. Right into in off the post. Really didn't think he was going to, because he had one very similar in the first half, but it was on his left foot. He just dragged it wide.
Yeah.
So clearly, put it on his right, he could be clinical.
Yeah, don't give him that chance twice. This next one is Sonny going to celebrate with his players on the bench. And the comment here from Toy77 Love says, our Sonny is so precious.
Definitely.
About Kangin. So this was Kangin Lee going to hug his old manager. Obviously, no love lost there. They still very much love each other. And this is the manager that gave Lee Kangin his big break in Europe for Real Mallorca. And
they
now
gave him
he
a
played
shirt.
against him in Mexico. Yeah, I gave him the shirt.
Lovely moment. And I'm sure feels like he owes him a lot. And I remember when it was in that World Cup, what was it, 2022, when he was still playing for Mallorca, and he got a few cameo appearances.
Yeah,
I remember
he looked
looking
good,
at him.
didn't he?
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow, this kid's good, and his career's gone from strength to strength. So he probably thanks him a lot.
Mexican football account saying Santiago Jimenez and Heung-min Son after the final whistle in Mexico versus South Korea friendly. I mean, is there ever a game where Sonny finishes against any opposition and he's not like best friends on the other team? He's like, everyone just wants to be Sonny's best mate.
Yeah, everyone wants his shirt. Everyone wants to say nice things to him. Yeah, that's just Son.
It's interesting though that like for Korea he's got Heung-min on the back of his shirt, but like for LA and for Spurs he had Son.
True.
Has it always been the case
No,
that he's
I
had
don't-
Heung-min
I
on the
don't
back
think
of
so.
his Korea shirt?
I don't think always.
It's a new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how long that's been happening. I'm trying to think on the last game against USA.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Fighting Stripes Football says Oh Hyun-gyu has the potential to be Korea's best ever striker. He has all the tools and more importantly a top class mentality. What a player. Stuttgart must be watching that being like, oh, we should have just done the deal.
100%. And he put in a really good performance in, and credit to him. So I think this guy is going to be getting a lot more appearances. And to be fair, I think in previous games, I remember he's been coming off the bench and making an impact. I remember. So fair play. He got his start and he grabbed his chance.
Jape72 says anyone who said Sonny was finished doesn't know the player. He couldn't play that ridiculous system under Ange. Now he's happy again. His best football is coming back. What a finish. And I don't disagree, to be fair.
Yeah, he was played wrong under Ange, and I agree with that. And he's still had a lot of football left in him, and he's showing it with some of the finishes here.
Like, against USA and Mexico, I mean, he has been brilliant, hasn't he? And it's the best we've seen him for, ever since probably the first season under, or even before that.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a weight lifted off his shoulders at the moment. He's playing with a bit of a springier step.
Yeah. What else have we got here? I think that's it, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. So that is how the internet did react to the 2-2 draw, hoping for another big international break in a month's time where we face Brazil and Paraguay. That Brazil, if they can get a result against Brazil, wow, then you can really start to get excited for that World Cup. But it's going to be interesting to see Sonny against Richie. A nice little moment is definitely going to be happening in that game. But let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we shall see you next time.